Hello, champs, and welcome back. I'm Donna, the mental skills expert that you need to reach your full potential and discover what really is meant by peak performance. So, as far as we get to this point, I had my first competitive season, but now I'm back to talk to you about life, goals, plans, this 2022, how we're gonna do it, how we're gonna get to the next level. And also a bit of values and ethic, and in general, principles that help you to go through what is a moment of difficult decisions, we can say. So yeah, the reason I wanted to come on here and have this chat is because I am here to testify that after competing, you do have a moment that things get more like general, and we can say that the net gets less tight around you. And so if you had a specific goal that was really pushing you at maximum speed and full force towards a target, you find yourself to be in a place where it's kind of tricky to decide what's next, because you will have in bodybuilding specifically, but also when you finish any kind of project, like a moment that is of a slow down, we can say, before building it up again for your next step in life. So I was exactly for the last few weeks in this moment. It's difficult to find motivation. It's difficult to decide what is the priority now, because you had such a big commitment that took a big chunk, a big slice of your time and determination to go towards what you really wanted. For my first season, the goal was to step on stage, was not to look like I had nothing to do with that environment. And coming from being an ex-obese, I can say that I fully achieved it. But now what next? What is next? This is what I was thinking, like looking at the ceiling for the first nights after I stepped down from stage. And so I think that in that moment, you need to remember that you're not what you do. You are a person that has a full roster of values, of people around you, and a role in life, independently from what sport you practice or what is the practical thing that you do in life. This is the reason for which I put my mind back to work, and I decided to re-identify myself in the projects that I temporarily put aside in the past. First thing first, this amazing fitness journey will become a video course. Some content that I will put out, because there are many things that I learned that I think are really, really valuable. And I noticed that in my journey, I kind of gave life to a method that unconsciously, I follow. It's like a step-by-step process that I cannot say I created. It created itself. I just found out that when I felt lost and when I was behind and when I had setbacks, this was the best way for me to go back on track. And my mind started applying it automatically due to the fact that I have some knowledge, of course, about mental skills and how to stick to a goal. So this is the reason that this material will come out very soon. I'm writing it already, and in the summer we're gonna see the full product materialized and ready to be consumed by all of you and by who's interested. Another thing is that I am not slowing down in my physique journey, mainly because I think that I did my best for the version of Donna that started this journey. Now I'm at another level. The starting point is another one, reason for which this version of Donna can achieve many more levels without any problem. And so yeah, this is the plan for the next months. I already found out what is my next physical, we can say physique goal. And yeah, it's gonna be first thing first to maintain as lean as I am or more, and to progress in order to see, how my body holds up in the maintenance phase, and to see if instead of going to going to search again for the best shape of my life that I had, to create a new one that goes further in, the quality, the density, then everything that it can be considered as a criteria. So this is the next step physically. Now, I also have to say that I have a good agenda, a good diary of travel coming up. And this is, of course, related to our lifestyle, our social status, and what we do in life. My husband has a marketing agency. Or better, my husband is an expert of online marketing. I never say it fully because we literally grew into this profession, and sometimes I like to be humble and to avoid to push what is another business or another thing into this content. By the way, he is, so I can't really do nothing to avoid that. And yeah, this is the reason I travel kind of more than a normal person. So I will be on some work duties going to the UK and Italy shortly. And then during these trips, I'll be busy. So probably you will see some content on Instagram, but it won't be like very much fitness related, or at least what I can say is that fitness is now part of my life. So I can't really stay without training for a day or two. It's my normality now. So it's gonna be fun to go around and discover places where to train, and at the same time I will be staying with my family because my sister is in the UK. That is one of the places that I'm going to, and I can't really avoid to see my family while going to Italy. Of course, it's gonna be fun to see them, and as I'm gonna be there, I want to discover, gyms and outdoor recreational facilities to have fun and keep doing what I like, 100%. So that's gonna be good to, to go around and discover. It's gonna be super fun. Another thing is that after this quick work trip, it's gonna be probably celebration time, vacation time, because it's gonna be in July. It's gonna be 10 years that I'm with my husband Luca, and so we're planning to go for a very exotic trip. We don't know where yet. The possibilities are Bali or Seychelles. I might go for Bali. And talking about team, I wanted to touch on how important it is to have a support system when you have such big goals, as I'm a person of huge goals. The thing is that I noticed what support means now that we were touring literally for my competitions. And in all the videos, some of you also told me it's incredible how he's a fan of you and he always follows you. That's not a given thing. That's not something that it should be thought that your partner must do. It's their choice. I'm lucky, I'm thankful, I'm grateful of the fact that I have a person behind me and next to me that it believes in me so much. He believes in me so much, and this is the thing that I wanted to point out. It's not normal. So, don't pressure your people to do the same, because it's not correct. Everyone has his own life, but when you have it, the importance of it, it's vital. Like the fact that my environment is not against me, is not my enemy, and it doesn't push me, it doesn't act in a way that can make me feel guilty I'm doing something else, and so consequentially to stop, for example. is such a huge help, because you can just focus and you know that for that period of time, things around you are going to get sorted by someone else, which, for example, for the role I have in my family, it's kind of not usual. I'm the one that usually takes care of everyone, commitments, like, on the general in the general point of view, like on large scale, like is we have anything that we need to do as a family rather than as an individual. I'm not a babysitter. That's not the concept that I want to pass on. And so, yeah, to know that you just need to focus on, you can only focus on your goal, and someone else is gonna not just take care of the things you usually do, but also, stay behind you, stay next to you, and help you going towards your goal. It's amazing. Like, I wouldn't have said there was such a stepping stone, such a corner brick until I lived it. Like, when you're backstage and you know that anything else has been organized and taken care of, it's great. I feel I'm lucky about it, because I have someone that is as committed as me towards life. But this is not something that we can say it's something natural and normal. It's an effort that this person put in doing this. So this is the reason that I wanted to say it's really important. Then after that, I will try to find a bit of continuity in what is my off-season plan, reason for which I wanted to come back to Dubai, focus on training. I know exactly what I need to train and how I need to train. I received the feedbacks that I needed, and another thing that it was very valuable to me was the fact that my feedbacks came from some of the highest judges in my league. That means that is a precise feedback, is a professional one, and it clarified many doubts I had. If you want to know more about it, you can leave a comment, and we can do another video that goes over it. But it's more a technical thing, so I don't want to go on for several minutes talking about what I need to improve into my physique, because that will be a topic for probably another video. And then there is another thing about family, now that it comes up to my mind. They give to you, but how many everyday athlete, because all of us, we have sports and passion, and if you're following this channel, probably you're one of those that are pursuing a big goal. How many of us really give back to the people that is around you and support and believe in you? That's very important, because usually, my experience, a relationship works not in a one way. So what is a point that we can stop and think of? It's, am I giving back what I'm receiving when I need, my team and my people to be by my side? Am I also giving back to them in the moments that I'm free to do it and I'm able to do it, what they deserve? Because, for example, I thought about it, and that is the reason that I will try to find a way to go on a family vacation. We are all adults, like we're not like a family that has, I don't know, little kids or things like that we should do it like a duty. But I decided that it's my duty to separate and have quality time for the same people that help me so much and that loves me so much. It's something I am still thinking of. Might be a Mediterranean destination for to spend some quality time without having the weight of huge expenses to go on the other side of the world. I would be the one that is the furthest away, I think. So all the other components of my family will be easily able to get there, of our family, of course. And so I'm just happy about it. But it's not the case of leaving behind what really sets you on fire. This is the reason for which I looked ahead and I decided to do some important steps in autumn. from September going forward, to have someone that is more specialized looking at my plan for 2023, probably traveling to a coach to have a detailed strategy planned out to go towards next season. And another thing that I left behind is about my own education, vulgarly studying. I love studying. It's something that really makes me feel alive, and the reason for which I have this solid background is because I never gave up studying and reading. As you can see behind me, there is a whole world of skills in a few pages. So the decision that derived from an introspection, we can really say, is that I need to go back studying, and I will specialize myself in a course this autumn in a subject that is very important to me, that is productivity. I'm waiting to know which university is gonna accept me. We're talking about executive courses, so for people that is already out of the normal track of education, but this doesn't mean that is not as demanding as. Or better, we're all adults, so we have companies, we have jobs, we have a life going on, plus we're gonna step into this course. And I applied. I don't want to say the names of the places where I applied, because it's kind of I don't know, I think if I say it, maybe they're gonna say no. It's kind of something very still a bit delicate. I'm shooting high for some organizations that they only accept the best, so I hope in a positive outcome, and for sure I'll keep you posted about it. There is also another thing to do. I can't really give up during all these to what is my passion, as I said. So yes, I'm looking for something more specific, but I'm also looking for my fitness passion to stay what it is and to be fun, to continue being fun, and not to become a further job. This is the reason for which I want to do the most, to find a way to do the most, to stay in the fitness industry, for events, for occasions to learn and similars. So I'm gonna try to see if I can attend and participate actively to the Dubai Muscle Show that is at the end of October, which is the massive expo that is here in my city. So can't really say that I cannot wait to go. And the reason it's very important, I think that there is a meaning behind our passions. It's not only something that you do to fill the gaps that you have in your time and your schedule. It's also because it makes you feel alive. Like when I wake up in the morning and I have a goal for the day or for the week, or a long-term one that has been fractioned into smaller ones, that's literally the thing that makes me feel alive. That's literally the thing that makes me feel that I want to jump out of bed and start, doing the things that I planned and ticking all my boxes. It has been amazing to challenge myself to stay on track during prep. And I always say the prep takes you places you didn't know you were able to get to. About discipline, about commitment, about organization, and about productivity, which is the skill that I want to improve, of course, as I was saying. But in general, it's a status of mind that you cannot achieve if you don't have a massive goal in front of you. And now that the goal is quantitatively, smaller, it's easier to get loose. It's easier to say, it's such a small thing, it's just some kilos I need to maintain, that you don't do it, which is crazy, because now it's just like this, the amount of work that you need to do to stay where you are, rather than to go towards something else. But this is also the reason that is not big enough to stimulate your willingness to go all in and to really play the game. This is one of the things that is very weird about the human being. The easiest the thing, the laziest we get. Let me know what you think about it. For me, it's like that. That's the reason that I always pursue something new, and I love to think big, and I love to think what's my next level compared to the person I am now, not compared to the person that I was when I started the journey towards the goal I already achieved. It's something different. It's about, I want to say it's about mindset, but it's a basic thing. It's about how you see yourself, how you rebuild your identity also. Like Donna that started this journey was a normal person, business owner with a business related life, knowing nothing about fitness. And today I'm a sport person. So what is the sport person able to do that the business person that didn't know anything about sport wasn't able to know, to achieve, to see, to visualize, to envision, and so to pursue? There is a lot of visualization in setting up a new goal. I'm gonna do more videos about goal setting because this is very interesting, and I want to give you specific pieces of knowledge that I learned and that changed dramatically my point of view and my way of living and approaching new challenges in life. So definitely this is gonna be the new educational content that I want to point toward. This is a very good idea. Yeah, I was saying there is a lot of visualization that goes beyond what is your goal. Like if you usually, one of the most common things that you learn when you start a self-development journey is if you can see it, you can achieve it. So if you can imagine yourself, envision yourself obtaining something, you are normally able to, your mind is normally able to produce a way to get there. It's also about how we talk to ourselves. It's not only true that if you talk to yourself in a bad way, your body's gonna say, okay, yes, you say that I'm not enough, I won't be enough. It's also true that what you cannot imagine cannot be put in practice in steps that one after the other make you reach your target and your end goal. So once your mind is thinking big enough to imagine what is your next goal, is there that your brain is going to figure out how. Talking about talking to yourself, have you ever thought to the many times that you say, I can't do this? Well, you are right. You're just telling yourself you're not going to do it. Rather than when you think, how am I going to do it? The outcome is completely different, because that simple and self-made, self-questioned question, it actions your brain, which it goes towards looking for a solution. It's as simple as think about any sports situation, something new that you approach and you want to begin doing, and you're like, oh my god, I can't do that because they are too good. It happened with dancing a lot. I'm a dancer, but not professionally anymore. With dancing, normally people get into the ballroom the first time and they're like, oh my god, I cannot do it. Like, how many spins, how many things, how many technicalities they know? No, I cannot do it. Okay. Rather than people that normally step into a ballroom and say, how am I going to do it? And they figure out, okay, I'm going to start taking lessons and I'm going to focus on reaching a decent level to go enjoying social dancing. And then from social dancing, they're like, okay, now I'm able to enjoy social dancing. I want to have a specific training into something else. And then this is the way that professionals are created in any field. So you see the difference from I can't do it. You're never gonna start anything saying I can't do it. That's just the reality. Instead, I'm one of the people that ask herself, how am I gonna do it? So I am clarifying to myself first and then to the people that support me what are the next steps. I'm planning it out because definitely I will have a new season after a long off season that is physically required. I will have a new season and my eyes are already shining thinking about it in 2023 when the body will have enough improvements to show up again and go after some good qualifications and placings, and maybe something else, you never know. It depends really how good I will be in executing my plan. And if you want to know how I think I will execute my plan, you'll need to stay tuned, as I said, because a video course with my specific method after this first victory in life, and it's the same method I will use for the next victory I will get, that is going to be a next level. It's going to be outlined for you. You can learn it, you can participate in the group discussions, you can have access to me, and we can start and continue this amazing journey together. Because there are the difficulties of you know, the various phases, the difficulties of staying on track when the date is far away in my case, or the difficulties of being stopped by fear. There are a series of moments that if we share our setbacks, our fears, and our, I don't like the word problems, situations, we can help each other in overcome them, and we can for sure boost and thrive into your full potential and know for real what is peak performance, what it means peaking, what it gives you, what you breathe, what you feel when you are in that state. I can only say that it's amazing for now, guys. Stay tuned because more videos are coming. We are going towards a bit of an educational content now, and then you're still missing some vlogs from Cyprus, from Sweden. They're gonna be put in the middle of this educational content that it can maybe be more beneficial in this space for you all, and also it's more fun for me to produce. Thank you very much, and I see you in the next video after you went to the box and you left your details to be between the first one to know when the material and content comes out and enjoy it in full. Bye bye!